I had a decision to make and it was coffee or my tea. Maybe I should have both. So I did a to-do list yesterday and I just wanted to update on that. I did 4 out of the, how many things was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 out of the 8 things, but one of those things was cook dinner. So today I have to film. It's 3:13 p.m. I have not filmed yet. My hair is not done, not even ready, but that is on my to-do list today, is to film. I'm gonna organize my cart with you guys. I have to make cookies, prepare casserole and salad. Prepare casserole and salad. Shit, I forgot to tell Mark. He just went to the store. He wasn't gonna do that until tonight, but then we randomly get this tornado watch situation on our phone and I'm like, okay, well, you need to go now then because it's gonna start at like 5. It's now, like I said, after 3 and I'm like, is it gonna be too loud for me to go film now? I don't know. I feel like every time I get it in my head, like we're gonna do something, like something happens and then that something like doesn't get done. And I also just wanna say, like, I think I told you guys this in a previous vlog, I can't remember, but like we got like a new couch and it is so nice. But our coffee table is way too big for the living room now. I mean, I'll try and get a clip for you guys. It is clutter central. I slammed my knee on that motherfucker so hard I wanted to jump off the balcony. And so that whole situation happened, which was not fun. So anyways, it's so cluttered in there and it sucks because I bought that coffee table when we moved in here. And I love that coffee table. I love it, but like, there's just no room in there for it. But in our storage closet, there's no room for it. So we're trying to figure out what to do because I don't want to get rid of it. It matches our entertainment center like perfectly, but there's no room in there. Like literally, it is so cluttered. I am anxious. Like there is something about like clutter and like lack of space or like crowds, like it makes me so anxious. And I wouldn't say like I'm claustrophobic or anything. I just get so anxious with just stuff everywhere. And there's a lot of stuff. I feel like I don't have any room to move. Like I want to get out of this apartment. I love this apartment, but I want to get out of it so bad. Guys, I don't know if you can see, my boobs are like falling out the center of my bra because it's too small. Have you guys ever like used your planner and you like sit down to use it and you're like, with the amount of time that I've spent on this planner, I could have spent doing something I was planning to do, but now I don't have time to do that? My husband's birthday was the 10th of October and my sister's is November 6th, which is this Sunday. And we usually do like a birthday dinner situation, but we didn't do one for Mark, so we're having like a little combo thing at my mom's house. So I'm gonna bring over some Hawaiian rolls. I'm making a Caesar salad. I'm going to make a corn casserole. I know that does not sound appetizing. I'm making Paula Deen's corn casserole because you know she's gonna slap that butter in there and it's gonna be everything. I love butter. I made that one time before when I was pregnant. For some reason, I woke up in the middle of the night, I think it was in the middle of the night, having this like intense craving for corn casserole that I have never had before, but I just knew. Like I knew that was gonna be delicious. And it was just as delicious as I thought that it was gonna be. It was so good. So I decided that, hey, I'm gonna make corn casserole because my mom's making like a roast and like potatoes and things, and I feel like corn casserole will go with that. So I'm gonna bring that. And she's also making cookies, but I'm like, I've been really wanting no-bake cookies, but if I make no-bake cookies, I'm gonna eat them all. We'll get over that. I've been struggling with my weight a little bit. I wanna make no-bake cookies, but I don't want all of them here because I will literally eat them. Like, I don't know what it is. Like ever since I was pregnant and even postpartum, like I can throw down the food. When I was like 2-3 months postpartum, I was like, I just had a baby like 2 months ago. Like I feel great. And I was the same weight that I am now, but it felt different at that point because I gave birth 2-3 months ago. Now it's been almost 6 months and my weight hasn't budged. So I'm not gonna lie and say that it's not getting to me. It is. Like my face is very, like you can see the weight in my face. And that's what's really bothering me. I look at myself and I feel like I don't know her. Like I'm having a hard time with it. Like it's making me feel very insecure and like not comfortable in my own skin. And like I said, I weighed the same when I was 2-3 months postpartum, but I felt like good because I, you know, recovered from a C-section and all this stuff, but now it's like, come on, like, why is it not budging? And it probably has something to do with the fact that I'm breastfeeding and I'm starving all the time. If you are postpartum and you're struggling with your weight, like, I'm here with you. And I think we need to give ourselves some credit. Like, we carried a baby for 9 months. Like, why would we expect to be back to what we were 5 months prior? The thing about the internet is that there are a lot of people that get back to that really quickly, and we're seeing that because they're posting videos and pictures. And let's just be happy for them, but happy for ourselves too, because we have a whole baby that is gorgeous and amazing that we grew in our body. And, you know, of course, some of us aren't gonna look the exact same way as we did before we had a baby. I don't wanna make anybody feel bad because I feel bad about myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. It's just, I'm just being honest. And, you know, anytime I ever vlog or do like chat videos, I've always just been honest. And that is something I am really struggling with. I've been trying really hard not to say mean things about my appearance. I just don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about myself. I don't know how else to say it. I feel like I look physically the worst I've ever looked in my life. I love my life the most that I've ever loved my life before, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. But I wish that the way I felt about myself physically could line up with that as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not where I want to be physically. Anyway, I need to start laundry. It's looking pretty gloom out there. Tornadoes. Our boy is doing some tummy time right here next to mama. Tummy time. Is that a camera? Is that a camera? Is that super cool? Is that so cool? Woo! Wow! You can go back. Go. Woo! Gosh, bad time to film this. It is so gloomy. I have my bottomless coffee. My husband bought this for my friend Tori's job in North Carolina. And I think it is so freaking hilarious. Bottomless coffee. I'll like write down here where yeah! So our son, he just grew out of his size 2 diapers. Like, he was wearing them for a long time. So I'm gonna be trading out his size 2 diapers out of here. And I'm hoping with everything in me right now that my sister's baby, my nephew, is still in size 2 diapers. Otherwise, we will be saving these for the next baby. So I need to do that, and I also, as I was telling you guys in a previous vlog, I need to organize my cart. I keep wanting to call it a bar cart, but I need to organize it, and I keep avoiding it because it's just freaking chaotic. But right now, I'm just gonna like be doing this thing. Was hanging on his little toy, and it's ripped right here, and the stuffing's coming out, so now it's hazardous. So this needs to go in the trash. These clippers are in there. We got a booger sucker. We got a bib. Just some random stuff. Like, he doesn't use this brush and comb, so that shouldn't even be in here. He's got some teethers. Like, why is this in here? Excuse me, but why is that in there? For real. That's in there. We have a bat teether that came from his Auntie Anna. Some clippers. These have like a little magnifier on them. So whenever you like cut their nail, you can like make sure that you don't cut their skin, which I really did not want to be one of those people that made that mistake. I bought those clippers, and I also bought these clippers. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like right there, it's like a little protection guard thing. I bought those. I did not want to accidentally cut my son's skin. That is something that has made me paranoid since day one about my baby. I did not want to do that, and I hate to say it, it has happened. I'll explain it because this, like, I'll show you guys how this works, like, just so it makes sense, because if you've never seen one of these before, I feel like what I'm saying won't make sense. So you have this thing, and you just like you put one of these in that and you turn it on and it has a light. Okay, see it? And I'll just show you with my nail. So it just files it. You guys see that shit? So, does it hurt your tooth? Are you okay? Does anybody else's kids get mad at their teethers? Because my boy gets mad at his teether. Anyway, I was doing this on one of his... Are you okay? He's remembering what I'm talking about and he's getting all upset about it. I was doing that on one of his toenails and it like burnt the skin off. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I was using that file and it touched part of his skin and all of a sudden he was bleeding. And I was like, how did that happen? You want to try a new toy? You want to try this one? Whoa. Look at that boy. He's so cute. That is a cute baby. So all of these diapers, they're too small. Dude, Honest has the cutest diapers though. Like, look. They're like chickens. So I'm just gonna restock this with some diapers that will actually work. So these are size 3. Is that better? Mama. I'm gonna have to take a break from this to go feed my baby. I'm in the process of editing this video and I realized that the footage that I had where I was explaining what's about to happen somehow got deleted. So I was actually going to my parents' house for a late birthday dinner for my husband and also my sister's birthday dinner. So I was making some things for that said dinner. One of the things I made was cookies and they didn't turn out right, so I did not include that footage at all. It was a disaster. I don't know what happened because I've made no-bake cookies 1,000 times and they did not set. But I also made a corn casserole and a Caesar salad and I was just filming myself making that. I wanted to let you guys know what was going on because there's just no context. And I know a corn casserole sounds disgusting, but guys, this thing was so good. My husband really liked it. He said it was like a better cornbread and it kind of is. It's like an amplified cornbread because like everything in it and it's super easy to make. You just put it all in one bowl. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me make that stuff. Let me know if you guys have ever had this. I'm gonna zoom you guys in right here. You're also gonna need like a casserole dish. I'm just gonna be using this dish for mine. I don't know what size this is. What size is it? It says it's 8 inches. I think they recommended like a 9 by something pan. If you're going to make this corn casserole, it does recommend you do a 9 by 13 casserole dish or a 10-inch cast iron skillet. I'm just gonna be using this and hoping for the best. And you wanna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Bake uncovered for 45 minutes, top with the cheese, and then bake for an extra 10 to 15. So I'm just preparing mine and I'm gonna be doing all that baking tomorrow. So I'm gonna set this here. So it just says to basically combine all the ingredients except for the cheddar cheese. So I'm putting in my drained whole kernel corn, that's really hard to say. Your cream corn, you do not drain that one. Put that in there. All right, your melted butter. This is literally the yellowest thing you're ever gonna see. Then you're going to use your Jiffy muffin mix. You're just gonna put that in there. Boop, boop, boop. Now, I just realized I had some sour cream left, so I'm gonna see how much this is. It looks like it's like about a half a cup. I'm gonna go ahead and measure it out because, you know, we all love having like extra dishes for no reason, but I'd rather use what we have first and then go from there. It's less than half a cup. Just gonna get all this out of there. Literally, Daisy is the best sour cream. Like, you can't be doing any sort of dollop of anything unless it's Daisy. It's so good. I could literally eat all of this just like that. That's how good it is. So then I'm just gonna continue to fill this up with sour cream until it equates to half a cup, or a full cup, excuse me, because 8 ounces is a cup if you were not aware. Okay, and then you're going to put the cup of sour cream in there. I need to make sure I get that all out. Okay, now we're just gonna mix this up. Mix it all together. This literally looks like vomit. You know, I know that like Jiffy mix is kind of sweet. So I feel like I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to this because there's no seasoning. And I'm just like, ugh, really? None whatsoever? So I'm gonna add, I'm not exactly sure how much salt, maybe like, just like a tiny bit. I don't want to add too much. And just a little bit of pepper. Not too much. That's about it. Just get that stirred up really good. This literally looks like somebody threw up their Thanksgiving dinner. Like, it just does. All right, I'm gonna set this aside for just a minute. And I'm gonna grab my, now this is 9 by 13. I do have a 9 by 13 dish right here. So I am gonna go ahead and use the correct thing, because if I have the correct thing, why not do it correctly? I mean, it makes sense, right? Okay, I'm going to spray it. All right, and then we're going to put our mix inside of here. My son woke up and sneezed. Okay, so we're going to spread this in the pan. Get it as even as possible. Okay, now I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil. I'm going to stick it in the fridge, and then I'm going to bake it before we leave tomorrow. And that way when we get to my parents' house, it should allegedly still be warm, alright? Now it does say on here that you can combine all the ingredients, cover it, and refrigerate it until you're ready to bake, okay? But it does say that if you do it the way that I've done it, that you need to let it sit at room temperature for 30 minutes prior to baking, and then bake it as the method says above, okay? So it's pretty easy. Now I'm gonna do my least favorite thing in the whole world, and I'm gonna grate cheese. I literally hate doing this, and I always ask Mark to do it because it sucks. Mark! I'm just kidding. He's got freaking sawdust all over him. So now we're gonna just grate some cheese. I don't need this until after it's been in the oven, but I'm not going to want to do this tomorrow. My son's going to be awake. I'm not going to have time. So I wish I had a better cheese grater. I always think about getting like a good cheese grater, and I always forget about it until I'm grating cheese. I guess I just don't grate it enough, you know? Oh my god, have you ever been grating cheese and then you like grate your fingernail onto it and then you have to throw the whole thing away because you don't know where your fingernail went? I don't hate this as bad as I used to. Well, that's way more than a cup. Whatever. When you're ahead, why don't you just like keep going? We'll just make it really cheesy on top. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in this container for tomorrow. I'll have to update you on if my family liked the corn casserole or not. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start my Caesar salad. You need romaine lettuce. I actually didn't know that Caesar salad was romaine. I didn't know that. Now you can cut or tear these. I'm just gonna tear them. I don't have time for cutting. And also, I don't know if this is true or not, but I did hear that cutting your lettuce actually makes it brown quicker. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. But you're gonna go ahead and do this. This is super easy, and Caesar salad's really good. Super good, actually. I'm going to tear them before I rinse them with water, but it'd probably be easier to dry your leaves like when it's like big pieces of leaves. So if you do this, you should. I don't know why I'm telling you guys how to fucking chop lettuce. You know, maybe somebody watching this has never made a Caesar salad before and you're learning something. I don't know. Yara, let me know in the comments. Are you learning something? And apparently, like, if you make homemade Caesar salad dressing, which I'm not doing, It has Worcestershire sauce in it. I didn't know that either. I'm just gonna make the whole thing because honestly, I need to be eating salads. And this is, if I just make the whole thing and it's an excuse to eat as much salad as I can in the next 2-3 days before it goes bad. So we're just gonna use the whole thing. Cause like, whenever I feel like super rushed, which is every minute of every day, like I'm never gonna go in there and be like, hey, I wanna like tear up this romaine. But if it's already in a bowl for me, I'll tear it up with my mouth. And then you rinse it. I just kind of like to dab the excess water off with a paper towel. Like I don't like my lettuce to be wet. And I don't have one of those, like, I really want to get one, honestly. I should put it on my Christmas list. I really want one of those, like, lettuce things where you can spin the lettuce and it gets, like, all the water off. Because I hate wet lettuce. It's just so, it's not supposed to be wet, you know? Like, all that excess water comes off. I just really should get one of those things. I know. Make things more complicated for no reason. I just feel like when you, like, shake the strainer around, I don't feel like it gets enough of the excess water off. There's always still some on there. Mom is making a roast. I'm assuming that means there will be potatoes and carrots and stuff like that. And I think I'm gonna take some of the carrots and possibly some of the potatoes, and I'm gonna maybe even some of the roast and the roast juice and make little puree out of it for our son to try, because I think that he would really like it. Now you want to take your Parmesan, mix it all in there real good so that you make sure that all of it gets Parmesan on it. Want everybody to get Parmesan in their bites, because it is not a Caesar salad without parm. Now you want to get some croutons because Caesar salad has croutons. I got this kind, but I'm not going to put it on there till tomorrow because it will get soggy. I'm just going to get a lid and I'm going to cover this and put it in the fridge, and then tomorrow I will top it with croutons. And then we also got this creamy Caesar dressing to have on it, so it's gonna be really good. So that's everything I'm making today. It is 8 o'clock and I'm freaking exhausted. Tomorrow I will show you guys the corn casserole and give you guys an update on what it tasted like. See y'all then.